Hey guys, how's it going and welcome back. So today we're going to talk to you about the Fifine wireless headset. This comes with a lapel mic, which I pitched because the lapel mic absolutely sucks. It's just totally useless. The headset portion, on the other hand, totally rocks, and even when the microphone is further away from your face, like even here, it works awesome. And you get rid of that pop sound if you have it further away. The other thing, if you feel for the mic itself, the flat spot, you just kind of give it a little twist this way and a little angle, and you're perfectly in line, and it's great this way. The transmitter, of course, uses two AA batteries, which are right behind the little battery door here. And it does have a battery level meter on it. Also tells you what channel you're on because it has several different frequency channels it can go through to avoid interferences. Now the other half of this unit is the receiver unit, which is also battery powered by two AAA batteries. And it just has a simple on and off switch. It has the antenna that comes out, which in a space this size in a 10 by 12, 10 by 11 room, you don't need to even have the antenna up, so you can just leave it down and it's fine. It doesn't glitch or anything. I would probably recommend that if you're 60 feet away, then definitely have the antenna up. It has a standard T S plug, okay, 1/4 inch, so that's tip sleeve, so it's not XLR in this manner. Now when you turn it on, you'll get a green light show up, and then when you turn on the transmitter, it'll go red. Now when the battery is low, it'll blink with the green light, and it'll blink a couple of times and then just go, that's it, you're just done. So the early warning system is not that much of an early warning. So I was recording a video the other day and I saw it flash a couple times, and it was like that was it, nothing more, and then it went solid and no more vocal. So it's kind of like, so how much time do we actually get? Alright, with dollar store batteries or really cheap batteries, you'll be lucky to get 1 hour out of the receiver pack. Okay, the transmitter, I've not tried cheap batteries in it, but it's probably going to be about the same. But I did start my initial test with Duracell batteries in the transmitter, Sunbeam dollar store batteries in the receiver. We got maybe an hour out of them and they were toast. So definitely do not use cheap batteries. Now the second set of batteries I put in was when I tested this at the church a couple weekends ago. And we put in Duracell AAAs, and even after 6 hours I still had runtime left. And I went a little bit longer, and then they finally puked. So I would say probably after about 6 hours, change the batteries in here. Now, where were the batteries in here? Finally dropped one level. And so I've had like basically almost 8 hours, and I only dropped one battery level on the transmitter side, but the receiver gave out first, which is actually quite common for a receiver's battery. Even in rechargeable units, the receiver will give out before the transmitter does. So, which is not a big deal, it's just the way it works. Now, I've done a fresh setup with energizers in here, and I've got about another probably 4 hours total, just 4 hours period on this set. Still going really strong, so I'm going to do a full out, continuous, play around with it, keep an eye on my time, see what kind of time I get. But I would probably say regardless of that, the Duracells went a little over 6 hours. So I'd say the Energizers are probably going to do about the same. And these are the Energizer Max batteries, which I don't think really makes that much difference between them and regular Energizers, to be honest. But nonetheless, it is a great kit for under $60 Canadian from Amazon.com, Amazon.ca. You can get for about $34, $38 around that area from Amazon.com, which is your US site. So Canada or US, you can get these Fifine units. They work great. They're great for vocals, for talking. They're great for singing with. It's just a wonderful little set. Now, if you want to use these on your home computer because you're a YouTuber and you're doing whatever, podcasting or whatever, or yik-yakking to people, you're gonna need a USB interface box like a Scarlett or Steinberg, something like that with a USB interface that has a TRS plug system with the XLR, or just straight TRS is fine. And going tip ring or tip ring sleeve makes no difference. These have a prefixed gain, so you're only going to get so much, and then you're going to have to drive the gain levels up. So you're going to also want to make sure that your USB interface that you get does have gain control, so that you can turn the gain up enough before it peaks, okay, because you don't want it peaking, because that's called clipping and it sounds like crap. And then you can get plenty of output going to the input of your computer, and you can do whatever you need to do. Now, I generally plug this system now into a DI box. I want to be able to use this on my Boss VE2 pedal, which is a vocal pedal. And the only way to do that, because it has a 1/4 inch jack, and the Boss pedal does not have 1/4 inch input for the mic, it's all XLR in and out. What I did was I plugged in a DI box into the mic input port, and to my mic output port I can then go in either to my trainer amp that I have over here beside me, which is dual, or I can go right into the mixing board, which has XLR or 1/4, doesn't matter, but I would have to go XLR, of course. And it works really good through my sound system. My mixing board gets plugged into both channels on my Steinberg box, so I got full left and right stereos going that way, and then out through my monitors or whatever source I want to output them through audio-wise. And it works awesome, so it's a good set. Now, if you have a bigger head than what I have, then you won't need the elastic. But if you have a skull the size of mine or slightly smaller, taking one of these fat elastics and cutting it and then tying off the ends makes it so you can just roll it down and make it adjustable. So an adjustable headband would have been really ideal for this set, but not necessary. Hey, a little elastic band cost you like next to nothing. You modify it yourself, right? But it would be handy, but for under $60, you're going to get only so much, which is why you don't have mute control on this thing. You don't have a preamp gain system on this thing. It's prefixed. So, but not a problem, not a big deal. Less toys to worry about, less confusion, right? So if you need to mute your signal, the easiest way is if you're going through a mixing board like I do, you just turn off that channel. You mute the channel. No big deal. And you cut off the audio that way. Or if you're done your recording, you just simply press stop on your program and that's it. So it is kind of cool. It works rather well. There's another adapter that comes with this kit, so you can hook into a camera that has an audio input, so it goes from the TR plug to a micro plug for your cameras, and then you can put wireless audio in through your camera that way, which is kind of a cool thing to do if you're going to be at a longer distance away, still wanting to record video. So it is a very flexible and useful kit, and for under $60, great. So when I tried it in the church, everything went smooth as glass. Did not have any hiccups with all our other wireless gear. And we do have a lot of wireless gear in our church for all the stuff that we need to do, and no interferences or dropouts at all, no blank spots, nothing. It just ran smooth. So I would say definitely it's a great system, definitely worth buying. And for the price, I mean, come on, you're going to pay hundreds of dollars for a cheap set that's entry level. You know, I mean, this isn't exactly this would be more like beginner level, but given the fact that I can use this for on-stage performance, it's not something I would recommend for touring musicians that, you know, their gear gets smacked around a lot and stuff. I mean, I would not recommend it for those people. But if you're doing like busking in parks, you're doing church events, you're doing outdoor events of any kind, and you need a wireless system and you don't want to spend a lot of money, and you likely might need to be 100% reliant on batteries, this is definitely a good way. The last time I played at Full Gospel, Businessmen's Fellowship, I was doing the music with my buddy, and I brought my Newmark wireless mic with me. Now, its receiver box has to plug into hydro. It's not an option, where the mic itself is wireless. Well, that's kind of cool and everything, but then I also had to haul a mic stand with me, etc., etc. Well, that becomes a bit of a lot of gear in the car, right? So now I can just put this, actually, it fits in with my guitar in my guitar case. I just need to bring this with me, bring my battery-powered amp to that event, right, that we do once a month. And of course my guitar, my wireless kit for my guitar. I could also bring the Boss VE2 because it runs on batteries, and so I can have my vocal pedal there as well if I want, and voila. I mean, the only thing I'm missing is sound effects for the guitar, but if I do need them, that would be one thing, where my GT1000 board, I could bring it, plug it into this little amp, and it would work, but then I just need one hydro spot, which is not so bad. But if I'm not needing effects, then I'm golden at that point, you know. And when you're just going acoustic guitar, even for busking in like farmers markets and stuff like that, or you're a street musician doing stuff, and you don't need an effects unit with you, then great. If you really do need an effects unit, there is the solution of the Boss ME80, which is a pedal board that I had that would run on batteries or hydro, and there's a few other ones by Boss and other companies too that are very portable, run on batteries, so you can still have all your effects with you in one of those guitar processors, and then you're 100% on batteries and good to rock and roll. And being that I can get over 6 hours just on the receiver side of this, and way, 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 way more on the transmitter side, very ideal even for using in the church, because we only have so many headsets that are wireless. One set specific for our pastor, and then we have 2 other sets, I believe it is. So if we want another couple of people, well, yeah, we're kind of short right now. So with this, I have my own, and then we have 2 more for people on stage. They want to use them, cool, and that works out great. And then, of course, the other little investment I made today, which you'll see on my channel before you see this video, is the X5 wireless microphone system that'll take any XLR dynamic microphone and turn it 100% wireless. So you just have a transmitter and a receiver. You don't need hydro. So that's great, and these things last for up to 5 hours. So it's another option. So I'm getting prepped ahead for a lot of things that are going to be going on over the course of this year. And so it's kind of handy to have this stuff. But anyways, so that's what I've got for you, the Fifine. It is definitely worth the money to invest in. Check one out. See how you like it. Now, like I said, the headset rules, but the lapel mic absolutely barfs. It's just a crappy mic, I guess. It just doesn't have the same pickup capabilities as the microphone they put in the headset. So, you know, or it could just be a main distance thing, but I can get this mic pretty far away from me and still go through my system. So I would probably say in that case, it's probably just the lapel mic that's a piece of crap. So, you know, at least they give you 2 options, right? So anyways, that's it. That's all. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If I remember right, I did put a solid 4 out of 5 on this unit. But whatever it was, you can check back my first review and it's going to be the same. So it's definitely something I recommend, and because I also now have that experience of using this live in church performance, and the distance is about 60 feet from myself to the soundboard where the receiver was plugged into, it's a great system. So it does work really, really well. Anyways, thanks again, and we'll catch you on the next one. Ciao.